This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to Tampa Bay and Raymond James Stadium, the site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled like a 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Nice grab. It's Williams. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They face third down, trying to build momentum early in this national championship game. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
You don't want to waste this good field position, but it's third down and long. Caught for the receiver. End zone ahead. Touchdown, South Carolina. They draw first blood in this national title game. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT makes it 7-0. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And looking to throw now on first down. Running back grabs it on the screen. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs, and we're seeing another one right here.
And at first down, they go right back to him. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. A play action looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain getting closer to midfield.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. With the catch, it's Roberts. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Second down and goal upcoming. The coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Buckeyes, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Harrison. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Dropping back. It's Cross. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The Gamecocks will bring their punt team on the field now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. And the running back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Chris, I think I can hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
Looking to pass. It's Cross. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When the defense had everything covered downfield, the quarterback tries to check it down. But how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
He's got it near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
The quarterback will just sneak it now. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Here's the second down play. The back's got it. He eludes a tackle. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down. South Carolina in the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Well, they've flipped ends of the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Short connection to the tight end here. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. They bring it down at the 11, but it'll be first down from there.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off for some nice positive yards.
to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They're going to run it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that 1st down.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Pulls it in. It's Porter. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
What a call here by this offense, and unfortunately, the receiver drops this drag route. So much real estate in front of him, a big gain missed by the drop.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Boyd. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Pitch to the back. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a play by this defense. It strung the quarterback out on the pitch, did a nice job of being able to have assignment football, Everybody has a man. Nothing the offense could do there. That's just great defense.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On first down, it's play action. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Catch made on the right side. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Gamecocks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff in a single back formation. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Scanning the field. It's cross. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. Looking to score with a run to the right. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking to set up a screen pass here. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. We'll see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Wants to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a man down the middle. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
He dumps it off to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
The completion makes it 2nd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle, but 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Caught over the middle. It's Porter. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down after that short completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. One more play here before halftime. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. As the 1st down is still going. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. And it's good right down the middle. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Looking downfield. It's Cross. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The receiver grabs it. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Finds an open target on the left side. And that will pick up a 1st down, spotted at 38.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Here comes a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. With the catch, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Bringing it out, it's Harrison. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They begin with a quick throw to the left. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion sets up a second down play. And the quarterback keeps it here. Gets the first and still running. Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Breaks a tackle on the play, makes a decent gain.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice yards.
A quick throw out left, complete. Breaks into the clear. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kurt.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on the wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Wrapped in the middle. It's Miller. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Makes the grab. It's Porter. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass this time. Receiver makes the catch. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check it out. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Call it a quarterback sneak.
Chris, I just don't know about short games like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You've got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State. They cap the drive with 6 points. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To throw, it's Cross. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Carolina in the lead here. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Gamecocks. No chance to catch him there. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trying to blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Important third down attempt for this offense. Can he make it to the marker? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. And the gain just good enough for a first down. Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. Play action here on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Grab down the middle. It's Porter. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back, most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch for the two-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Harrison. When he's got some space here. On the move. Still going, it's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. Back to pass. It's Cross. And he makes the grab, a successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down play coming up. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Porter. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes to the line with the 1st down. The defense is going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Leaning on the run game here late. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's a quarterback keeper. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another 1st down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He can't stop him. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You'd think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Man, I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead, and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
He's going to take off, breaking free at midfield. The offense makes the recovery and takes off. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Pressure is coming. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, that one's picked off. He could go. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Stop right there at the line, and no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks will send their punt team onto the field. Going to kick it away for the second time. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going to try to use his legs here.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Bringing pressure. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Third down play for this offense. Looks like he's going to run it. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. The sure hands. It's Porter. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Miller.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. Looking to pass. It's Cross. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. He cannot escape. It's a sack. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. A deep shot right down the middle. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks.